So let's just look at how, breaking these down and how you can create that going towards response in your team. First, status. The thing you need to do is spend time with your team members. Because you're a leader, it's a high leverage thing to do is spend time with your team and listen. Just pause simply and acknowledge somebody. Believe it or not, is a simple thing you can do to increase their status. Ask people what they think. Of course, it increases their self-worth if you ask people what they think of what you're going to be doing. Make sure that they have training for what's coming up. It's a big status risk if they don't have training and they lose their standing in the organisation, ward, department, whatever, if they don't know what to do next. And celebrate their wins. It gets them connected to a goal and they feel better about themselves. Certainty, communicate, and over-communicate. Make the implicit, what feels implicit to you, explicit to them. Even if the change that you're talking about is coming 6 months or a year down the track, start to talk about it so people have a mental model of what it's going to look like and they can start to consider, what does this mean to me? It will reduce their stress response. And also don't make too many changes too quickly. Again, people need a little bit of time. Autonomy, the coaching element comes in. Coach people on what they can and can't control. And if you have some options, give them a choice between A and B. How do you think you might like to do this, or we should do this? Relatedness, make sure that whatever you're doing with change is not separating people. It's not isolating people unnecessarily. And about relatedness, be open and warm. This is a little bit about psychological safety as well. If people don't feel safe or related to you as a leader, they see that you're a threat, they will not follow you, because there's this us and them mentality inside people. Is my leader like me or in my sort of in-group, or are they out? So connecting with people as a leader is really important, especially when you want them to come along for the change. Fairness. Make sure that you're not isolating anybody. Really think about what you're changing, and is it going to unduly affect some groups of people more than others? Make sure that you tell them why. If you connect people to why, that's going to be great or very important to get them on board. But a leader that I've worked with recently connected her team to her why, not the why for her team. And then they revolted, got the union involved. And that's really what happens. So thank you, everybody. This is just an introduction to the idea of leadership.